enough, she said quietly.
Be specific.
Eleanor took a long breath and offered Cate a tight-lipped smile. I was on vacation and missed an urgent email. Cate wanted to crawl under the table and come back when the tension was gone.
If I'm working, you're working, Matt said. That's the deal.
Seems logical, Cate thought. Sign.
I know why you're here.
He looked at Cate with an arched brow.
You're a reader, right? That's what your Twitter bio says. You want to publish something that matters. The next great American novel. A book that will change the course of literature forever.
Eleanor seemed to be shrinking in front of them, getting smaller and smaller with every word.
If that's what gets you through the day, great, Matt continued. By all means, try to find the next Zadie Smith. If you play by the rules, maybe you will. But there are a lot of others out there who would kill for this job. So don't think you'll get any favors. If you earn the book, you'll get the book. Otherwise, it will be you here picking out your own successor.
When Eleanor appeared at Cate's cubicle a few weeks later, offering her the job, Cate immediately accepted. Because she was a reader. She did want to find the next great American novel. And despite its founder's reputation, Larcy Publishing was the best place to do that. Exactly 2 years later, Cate sat at her desk in the 49th floor bullpen, moving her eyes slowly across the floor-to-ceiling color-coded bookshelves packed with LP titles, thinking about how she was officially the longest-lasting assistant in Larcy's history. When she had first started, each day she would look up from her desk at the wall of books in awe, like a tourist admiring the Chrysler Building, and dream about the day books she discovered and edited would join those shelves. Now, she had trouble remembering why she wanted to work there so badly in the first place. She let out a deep breath. A wall of color-coded bookshelves was pretty to look at, until you realized how painful it was to put together. The executive assistant's desks were located in the EAB, or Elusive Assistant Beau Monde, as Cate called it before she got the job with Matt. It actually stood for Executive Assistant Bullpen, but hardly anyone knew that. To finance, they were evil, annoying babies. To editors, eager ass-kissing brown-nosers. And to marketing, expendable agenda builders. Whatever they were called, she was one of them. In the center of the rectangular room were 2 circular velvet couches around a glass coffee table with a bouquet of flowers Cate was somehow in charge of buying and maintaining each week. Lining the perimeter of the room were 7 desks, perfectly positioned outside each boss's glass office so that each assistant was always being watched, like fish in a bowl. Cate glanced over her shoulder toward the shadows behind the now curtained glass wall of Matt's office, listening to the mumbles of the 3rd editor in 2 months getting fired, and wondered, as they all did at that point, when she should expect the email from HR inviting her to meet them in Matt's office at 6:30 p.m. on a Thursday. Lucy, the CFO's assistant, wheeled her chair toward Cate. "Maggie, huh?" she said, folding her long blonde hair behind her ears, as if that would help her gossip better. "Seems that way," Cate responded. "Do you know what happened? I thought the self-help category was doing well." Cate shrugged. "I'm not sure." She tried to look busy, maximizing and minimizing documents, opening and closing her calendar. Lucy was a great work wife, but she only got the job because her 3rd cousin twice removed was Stephen King's neighbor or something. This made her a must-hire, thus untouchable. And Lucy knew it. She was more often found scooting across the bullpen in her white wheelie chair spreading rumors than actually working. "Of course you know, Cate. You're probably on the HR email." As Matt's assistant, Cate was on all his emails. About the rounds of golf he planned next week. About every book that each editor wanted to acquire this season. About all the firings. She knew that Maggie, a self-help editor, was being fired for considering a position at Peacock Press. Not only were they Larcy's main competitor, but Cate once heard a rumor that Matt dated its publisher in college and she broke up with him in favor of his rugby-playing roommate. Either way, the rivalry seemed personal. They had offered Maggie $10K more and a nearly unlimited budget to acquire all the self-help books she could get her hands on. Cate